Sup, haters?
Hi, welcome to The Few Who Speak. Remember how we said it was going to be bi-weekly and we didn't post for a month? Whoops.
Guess what? My dad fucking died, so go cry about it.
Yeah.
I did.
About the
Yeah.
about the recent death, or about not having a podcast episode? Because I was talking about
Both
like
of them.
not. Oh,
To be fair, on top of Alex's dad dying, Texas had a blizzard. That was fun.
Also,
Oh, yeah, that was
the
extremely
an
fun.
entire state got fucking destroyed.
Happened all
Yeah.
across the country.
Yeah, but Texas wasn't prepared.
but Texas wasn't prepared, and being on their own grid fucked it up supremely.
Yeah. Well, aside from all that fun
Cat,
stuff,
come on.
If you've been following our stuff, you will have seen that our new podcast, Singles Club, finally went live in the past month. Yeah, it's cool.
I had to move my cat off.
Good. I'm glad you moved your cat off. But Singles Club is good. It took us a while. We did a lot of backlog recording, and then we got custom art, and it was great. I love that. I'm glad with how it looks.
Thank God.
Nice one.
Yeah, all right.
Right
great
in
podcast.
there. Right in there.
Can you guys tell that we were trying to have other people on, and this is like the B team?
That's rude. That's rude being the B team. I'm always here.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah,
so
S
am I. You and I are both always here.
You two are
It's just
S
like,
team, and then I'm like D tier.
You are not dear tier.
Substitute
No,
Tyler's
no.
here.
D tier.
Substitute Tyler's here to wheel in the CRT.
Yeah. Anyway, I have low quality Skyrim. Low
Yeah.
quality
You're gonna-
the lizard
you're gonna-
person.
You gonna demaster Skyrim for me?
Mm-hmm.
It's, I mean,
Just how
really,
Todd intended it to.
I don't know. I honestly, I'm low energy today.
We're chilling.
I'm starting mid shift, so like I've been drained all afternoon, and we recorded 3 hours later than I wanted to. So
I had work.
yeah, yours is like, oh, that's understandable, but like, you know, we had cancellation and then a whole bunch of other stuff.
We were gonna do it yesterday, but I slept for like 2 hours yesterday, and
Yeah.
then when I got home, I just fell asleep in my chair for 30 minutes, and I was like, I think I'll just go to bed.
To be fair, AJ's in the same boat. They
Yeah,
didn't
that's
sleep
what
for, like, 40 hours.
that's what AJ's got right now, except like worse.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Please
But
get normal sleep, you two.
I get normal sleep.
I get normal sleep.
every
I
single
try.
day.
I think Tyler meant AJ.
Yeah.
You're
That's fair.
you're fine.
I sleep like a good little girl who has work.
It's true.
Mm.
I also have work,
So-
but sometimes my brain says no. No, you
Hmm.
will not. And then I just like stare at my ceiling for 6 hours. And then
Honey Pop 2 came out
Honey Pop 2
like,
did come out.
a bit ago.
Yeah.
We recorded like a little bit for the channel. I think it's going live right now.
Yeah, episode 2 is out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but because it's like a little more difficult, I've been practicing on a separate save file, and I'm almost 100% complete with the game in 2 days.
You just want to see Booby.
It's not what I want to see.
Are you
You
sure?
If I wanted to see, there's easier ways to see Booby.
There is.
You're looking down.
There's significantly
There's
easier ways to see
significantly
Booby.
easier
Honey
ways.
Pop is not I do not play Honey Pop for the Booby.
What
I
if-
play Honey Pop
What
for
if
the
what if
Bejeweled.
this was the revelation, and we brought that information? Like, you can just Google it, and it'll show up, and you're just what?
Oh.
And you just stop
I can do
everything.
what?
You go and fucking get on the
Discovering
just,
porn.
just start going. Just
I
your
appreciate the advice, but I
intense
found that out
typing.
when I was 10. You don't need to tell me that.
Yeah. I found out
Yeah.
about Booby very, very early.
Yeah. I mean, you find out about Booby when you're a baby, usually.
Yeah, but it doesn't process through your brain until you're like 8.
Something I really enjoy.
What's that big weird orb on Mom's chest?
Weird orb.
I never thought to consider that that's different.
The fucking segueing back to fucking the new podcast is I really like that Lily puts a lot of work into editing the Singles Club to make it a very enjoyable listening experience. And in the most recent episode, cut like 10 minutes of like
12
like uhs and ums and likes out of the fucking, and like pauses during the conversation, and yeah, cut out like 10 of 40 minutes of just that.
Yeah,
that's fucking wild, and I'm glad you don't have to do it for this fucking train wreck.
I wouldn't do it for this show because, like, for Singles Club, there's a purpose to our discussion. Like, we go somewhere.
Yeah, there's a topic.
If I were
and
to
a goal.
cut out pointless conversation and ums and ums and ahs, I feel like this podcast wouldn't have any substance at that point.
I think we should just upload an episode, and I think we should make an episode that's just deadpan, and we just read like the fucking news. You just read fucking headlines and report on it, and it's like, and now to sports, and then we should
do like a funny news segment or something. That'd be fun. Just like pull up a funny article.
Just steal Cox and Krendor's bit.
It's just the headline.
Who's gonna do the helicopter sounds? You gotta like. I think Jesse just slaps his thighs together like.
No, Jesse just goes.
This is good audio.
We're in a helicopter,
Alex. Oh,
looks like
oh no! Yeah, breaker. We got a bogey on the left.
There's a lot of strain on my wrists.
That is not what a helicopter.
Yeah, first of all, 10 and 9 are good, buddy. Like, he just starts speaking in fucking like convoy
CB
radio jargon in helicopters.
It was more like Spec Ops radio talk.
Yeah, that's what Lily did at first, but I thought of the more extreme, which was trucker talk. I should
breaker 8-9er.
I should pick up two of us should pick up trucker jargon and speak like that and do an episode of like Co-op American Truck Simulator.
That'd be fun.
Where we fucking go
American
into the
Truck
multiplayer.
Simulator should have the backseat camera.
Well, there's no backseat.
That's what Co-op should be. Like
you
mean
the passenger.
One person's just sitting in the passenger seat.
You know, if you get a cabin, if you get a truck cabin that has like a bed in the back, you should have a third camera option, which is to be laying down in the back of the moving truck.
Give yourself motion sickness.
Stop too hard and you fly out the windshield like a brick.
Oh my gosh. I've played American Truck Simulator for a little bit. That game's fun, but I feel like I wouldn't want to play it very much unless I bought like the super expensive like extra controllers just to control it like a real car.
With an Xbox controller, it wasn't that bad, and it was pretty zen and chill. I like it. It's fun for me.
Didn't like it. I think the trucks are just too sensitive without like an actual wheel control.
It's just true. And looking around on Amazon, the cheapest ones I could find were like controller prices, but they looked like fucking like Milton Bradley baby like stimulation toys. They were supposed to just give a baby like something to fucking do. with their little fucking dough hands just slapping away at the plastic. Like that's
big
what
old smiley face like. On the horn.
That, or they like have a big ugly brand of like a real like car brand. And it's like, don't you want to look at this fucking Maserati logo while you drive
F1?
Truck?
Don't you like NASCAR?
I just get a shit.
And I'm like, dude, I just want to turn a wheel with haptic feedback in my summer car. Chill out. I want a game steering wheel and like maybe not pedals. That's a bit too far for me, I think.
I like the pedals.
I think
what about that little small head cam that you put on like a hat so you can actually
look
left and right.
Like it actually tracks
That'd be
your head.
sick.
Mhm.
It'd be great.
I
You turn
didn't-
your head
I
and you
thought that
can't see
people- I thought
anything because
people
the
just
screen
did-
turns.
Hold on, I thought people just did fucking VR for that. There's like a little haptic feedback you can put on your head.
Yep.
How much is that?
Yeah, but if you
I
turn
don't
your
know.
head, hold on. If you turn your head, you're not looking at the screen anymore.
You can adjust your sensitivity to it.
Yeah, so you can make it so
I
you're
guess
just
that's
you can do it just
fair.
for the video effect of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
But yeah, that would be
it seems
incredible.
fun.
For
I love.
I would do
I
that for
love
my
immersive
summer
sim
car.
stuff like
Yeah.
that.
I do that for
I've
my
seen,
summer car. So when I'm like chopping wood and shit, I can like look around nervously.
Who's behind me?
Oh.
Oh my god! Control
Is
the
there-
whole game with a wheel and the head cam.
Oh god!
Oh my
no.
gosh.
You can control that game.
To pee, you hold the horn button.
You don't have to. You
Just
don't.
hear a
That
horn.
game is very nice, where it doesn't have you toggle the control scheme, so you can
Yeah.
do both. I tried doing it in the first episode of My Summer Car, if you remember, and the
Oh,
the
yeah.
problem
You
the
didn't
problem was that
like
that
that.
the controller was way too sensitive for the motorcycle. I tuned the controls so finely for the car, using an old save file. But then when I realized I had to use the motorcycle, it was a pain in the ass. So I just went back to keyboard only.
Do you ever think about how My Summer Car episode 2 probably turned off any new viewer trying to watch the series?
It was pretty aggressive. It was a
It was
fucking
really intense.
It was the most train wrecky episode, and it started at the beginning. We need to wrap up a lot of stuff. We had Halloween, and then that ruined us. So we took holiday breaks, and then we got back in January for a little bit, and then like February rolled around. I was like, all right, time for another holiday. So we put everything on hold to do holiday stuff again. And now,
Oh, I need to upload the VOD. Oh no, I need to upload the VOD for
from Valentine's Day.
from Valentine's Day.
We'll
Yeah,
you have to do it on the break.
that reminded me. Thank you.
But yeah, we've been doing holiday stuff, and then breaks and breaks. It's like we haven't touched Subnautica or My Summer Car. For
Glad I
so
did that.
long.
This expires in 2 days.
Oh my god.
Good
Yeah.
catch.
There was a long stretch at the end of that VOD. It's very funny because like we were like toying around with the idea of doing Jackbox after the John Cena games, and
Yeah.
and the like it's just like 40 minutes of Gray and AJ talking, and then I join being like, are we doing Jackbox? And being like, no, and then the stream turns off. I joined because I was like, are we doing Jackbox or not? And then AJ and Cam were just talking about fucking like, I don't remember what show.
It was Chowder.
It was Chowder Lore. That's
Just
right.
talked about Chowder.
Yeah,
for
it was
this
Chowder
one.
Lore. All right, Tyler was there too. Yeah, and I was like, "Are we doing?
Yeah, I was tuning in
Are
and
we
out.
doing this or not?" And then no, and then I left, and then the stream ended.
Yeah, it was a fun stream.
Yeah, it was entertaining. Glad you caught the VOD.
Yeah, because
I haven't streamed in a while either. I think my
you have.
I think my brain subconsciously first
Yeah,
of
you
all,
don't want to finish Sam and Max.
my relative died, but secondly, I think my brain doesn't want me to end Sam and Max because we're at the end.
Let's play something else.
I know, but I love Sam and Max so much. I wish there was more.
Well,
But my brain
wanna play Blood Bowl
subconsciously is
2?
no. I refunded Blood Bowl after I played it for an hour, and I was like, this game seemed fun, but was too much for my little pea brain, so I turned it off.
I played the first one. It fucking blew because it was like real time.
The other Warhammer game is more interesting to me, which is the Total War games.
Yes.
I think that I know that Vezoth really likes them, but I would like to get someone else who doesn't know fuck all about the game like me to join, and we do multiplayer, because the whole draw of the Total War series is it's like it's a Civilization like 4K strategy game. And then also
I hate 4K.
but the difference, the twist is that when you get into combat, instead of just losing units and health, like in Civilization or something, it goes into RTS mode and you control your army. And depending on how many units you have, actually changes how many people you have, and you actually have to fight a battle. And all of that is in multiplayer. You can play, it's like a multiplayer RTS with a strategy mode as well. And I think it would be really fun to play with someone. And plus it's all Warhammer fantasy shit. So you can be like lizard men or like some other funky thing. The rat people. And just be swarms of rats.
Yeah.
I always like the Warhammer I like the idea of Warhammer where it's like you just go to a planet and there's some different shit going on. Like you go to a Warhammer planet and it's like, well, this one's just got a horrible rat plague and it's rat Left 4 Dead. And that's what Vermintide is. And I'm like, that's interesting.
Warhammer seems great for video games. I do not like Warhammer tabletop because it's just war game.
It's war game.
I don't play tabletop for war game.
If I wanted a war game for tabletop, I'd play Monopoly.
You just played.
Ooh.
I think that tabletop war games are the greatest scam in human history. Because
it's just an excuse
it's like
toys.
It's like, buy this plastic. By the way, you also need to buy the paint, and then you have to do it yourself. And I'm like, that's a fun hobby, I guess, if you like that. But that just seems like the biggest fucking cop-out, and also the best way to take people's money. It created a hobby. It created a hobby, and I can imagine it. But maybe it's just because I'm not a very artistic person, or when I try to do like hands-on artsy crafty stuff, it ends up turning out not how I like it. So I tend to not enjoy those aspects of things.
It's mostly because wargaming was the first tabletop, like, main nerd hobby.
Yeah.
And it started with older systems like chainmail and other things.
Yeah.
Wargaming was more popular than role-playing, and then people were like, well, what if we did this wargamey stuff, but instead of, like, armies of wizards, you pretend you are a single wizard.
You are the one wizard.
And then that's, like, where D&D and stuff started coming around.
You want to know what's my favorite type of wizard in a setting? Is
what?
If anyone knows the podcast Hello from the Magic Tavern, one of the whole point of that show is it's a fantasy realm, and one of the dudes fell through a portal and ended up from Earth, from the back of a Burger King parking lot in Chicago, ended up in a fantasy world, and his two co-hosts are a wizard and a talking badger, and the wizard is a big pompous, like loud wizard type, but also every once in a while just like gets petty or says shit that like you don't expect a pompous wizard to say. So like they're having a conversation, is like, I'm this grand wizard with this like, and I'm very like long-winded and shit like that, and then one of the co-hosts like says something snide, just goes, you know what, fuck you. Like, it's just, I really enjoy when someone has like a persona and then that shit just shatters to be me. like someone says something a little too rude or like backhanded, and they're just like, you know what, fuck this, I hate you. But yeah, that's what I like in a wizard. So any wizards out there?
Is that why you played Red the Gold?
That's why I played Red the Gold. That character, Usador the Blue, was very much an inspiration.
Oh, God.
God. Wizards are good.
Oh.
What's your problem?
My brain is Swiss cheese.
Well, fill it.
Fill it with what?
That's a good question, Mega Man.
Swiss cheese.
Yes, you do.
You don't,
it's a puzzle.
Wait, you fill Swiss cheese? Wait a minute.
It's a puzzle.
Swiss cheese is a puzzle?
You
fill it in with what?
You take the Kraft like cheese stick, and then you take it out of its individual packaging, and then you just shove it into that fucking triangle wedge, and you just get it in there. Duh. Obviously.
What?
Alex, you're banned from ever touching cheese.
You guys are acting like I'm for real.
Yeah, because you're a freak, and I feel like you would try that.
What do you mean? Remember when
Just
you guys
seems like
had
something you
remember
do.
when you guys had a fucking food debate for 40 minutes and I just went to chess.com?
I do
It's
remember
because
that.
I don't
I don't
have
remember
hot
that.
takes. I just eat the frozen food. And then not frozen, I cook it first. And then I eat it. But the food starts out initially frozen. But I cook the frozen food and then I eat it. I'm not too wild in the kitchen, fellas.
He takes a potato chip and then he eats it.
That was so fucking good.
Thank
2010's
you.
loving it.
Never watched that show.
What the fuck? Now hold on.
Yeah.
Now we got a
didn't like-
conversation.
No,
I
no,
like the
I can
premise.
understand.
Like,
Especially since the second part stinks.
Oh, I get it. I wouldn't watch it now. No, but I figured you would have just gotten pulled in by the zeitgeist.
What? No.
Huh.
I watched like Soul Eater.
That's pretty good.
That's also a good
Yeah.
anime.
Remember the witch character
I
that's
didn't-
just around to make cat noises and have her boobs jiggle around?
Yeah.
I didn't like her.
I didn't either. I thought it was fucking lame. I was like-
pumpkin.
Remember how anytime any of the
Full
characters turn
fucking
into weapons, they're just
recognizes the
naked?
English dub of that fucking character.
It's the first I've watched it on TV.
The Soul Eater?
You watched it on TV?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I'm so
Toonami.
sorry.
It was
I
so
watched
long
it
ago.
on YouTube in several tiny
yeah.
pirated versions.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
like a real
I
That's
person.
the
don't remember which
fucking
show I
ticket.
did that. I don't remember which show I did that with.
I did that with a Black Butler.
Just going back to Soul Eater, the creator of Soul Eater is very good at making cool art design, like good creations that look pretty and very unique premises. But goddamn, they always have to shove like one character that's like, this is where all the horny energy goes, and that's just gonna be there as a little callus on the side of the show.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
you know what?
There's like three
In-
of them in the latest one. In the
It may be
latest,
bad,
There's
but
one.
at least
There
they
is
have
one
a
in the
canon
new one.
non-binary character.
That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the new show Fire Force, which by the way is pretty fucking good because it basically just feels like Soul Eater again. There is
Is it? It's not the weird Moe one, is it?
No, it's the one where
No.
fires have become it's like a post-apocalyptic world, and but urbanized and not like there was a calamity but humanity survived. It's not like Fallout, but but the world flooded and now people worship the sun like a god, and people randomly catch on fire and turn into horrible demon creatures. So firefighters have become basically mages that fight the fire literally.
So they worship the sun like a god. Is it still the weird sun that has a face?
Now, first of all, it was the moon,
No.
and no, this is a different universe.
Oh.
It has nothing to
It's
do
just
with it.
not
It's just
the
the same
same
creature.
I've
universe.
stopped caring.
What? It's actually kind of fucking sick though, Lily. It's just
Yeah, but I wanted to see.
I-
I wanted to see the funny face celestial.
That was
bodies.
it? That was all you knew. That was the only reason.
That's all I wanted to know.
I think at one point there's a stylized version. The main character has pointy teeth and smiles and does the funny Soul Eater smile.
I didn't care about the relationships and the dynamics in Soul Eater. I wanted to see the moon.
I did want to see the
And
moon,
funny
that's why I
Death
watched Soul
Reaper.
Eater.
I did like the funny smiling crescent moon in Soul Eater. I will agree. That's pretty.
Yeah, why
sick.
did it do that?
Oh, style.
Did the Japanese sub? Did the moon and the sun make weird groaning noises?
They
Or was that
it was
just in the
laugh.
English
It was
dub?
laughter. I
I
believe
think it was in. Yeah, it was in both.
I believe it giggled.
AJ just told me from the bathroom
Jiggled.
that it was in the Japanese one too.
Yeah, I thought I didn't say jiggled. I said giggled. But
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Fire Force is legit, and if you want something that feels like Soul Eater and has good animation, it's pretty good. And
Does it have that early 2000s grit to it though?
a little? You'd have to. I don't know. You'd
No,
have
it
to.
still
you'd-
feels more modern.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I still think it has some charm to it, and the characters are kind of good. But yeah, there's
Yeah.
they have two tropes that I fucking despise. One of them is a villain character for a second that becomes an ally, but in the process of becoming from villain to ally, does the thing where it's I'm just gonna be horny for the protagonist forever, even though I'm
Oh.
a full grown adult woman, and this dude's I don't know how old
He's
the
like
main character
he's
is.
like 17, I think.
Yeah, he's like just fresh out of school and became firefighter.
Maybe you should have stayed a villain.
Yeah, the thing is like she's like one of the captains of the like different teams or whatever, and I don't like that trope. The other one is, of course, they have horny, condensed horny, no pulp, and it's like just like a girl that's like my special firepower is when I power up, my flames are in the form of cattails and some kitty ears. I also don't wear shirts under my firefighter coat. I wear a fucking bikini, and my character trait is anytime I'm in a calm situation, I accidentally lose my clothes. Oh my goodness. And it's like, just fucking go away. Disintegrate. I don't like that character. I don't like tropes.
That trope needs to die.
There's so many bad tropes. No wonder no one likes fucking anime.
Yeah,
it
no
fucking
wonder
earned
no one
it.
likes anime.
There's
Jesus
so much.
Christ.
There's a lot of gold in that realm, like Demon Slayer. But holy fuck, there's so much that's. My sister's armpits smell like this. Season 27. It's like, go away.
My sister's armpits smell like this?
My hot mom transferred with me to the fantasy world.
That one's real. Oh fuck.
Is that real?
That one's real.
It's
What do
called.
you mean that one's
and
real?
the-
Super real.
The only positive I've seen out of that is apparently the like boy doesn't have any powers. He's just a mundane loser, and his mom has a one punch man kill move. So she's just this funny little mom that just punches like monsters to death into death gore. And I'm like, that's pretty fun.
I see.
That's pretty fun. I
That's
like
funny.
that. That's a funny idea. I can't see it going past one episode. That'd be a funny like 10-minute short on YouTube. I would not like
10-minute short.
I would
on
not
YouTube.
watch
That is
like
pretty much
I
what
wouldn't
most
I
anime
wouldn't watch a 12
is, huh?
I wouldn't watch 12 20-minute episodes on that premise.
Oof. 12, 20-minute episodes?
Yeah, maybe 24 if people are horny enough. But
You mean if you're horny enough?
no, I mean like that's how many are produced, because usually anime is produced in episodes of 12 or 24.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just put down my joke then.
Yeah, dunked.
God.
We're so fucking good.
Yeah, we're
We
so
don't
funny.
we don't yes and here. We go, "Ha, mine's better." that's
Yeah, we don't. You're right. Oh my god.
this is it's been a while. Going to bi-weekly feels weird because we've been doing it weekly for so long before we took our break.
Mm-hmm.
It is a while.
Well, the only reason why we're doing bi-weekly is because I'm not going to.
You
I'm
got
not
two
going to render
podcasts
two
to edit. It makes
podcasts
sense.
in a week. I need my computer for things, and rendering is not one of them.
Oh my god.
Like, it's not even hard to produce these shows. It's so easy.
Oh yeah, making the
It just
content
takes a while to render.
Yeah, making the content is fine. It's the post-production that's the pain in the ass. I could sit here and talk for hours. Who gives a shit?
Why do you guys think I put so little work in the editing of fucking A Few Who Speak?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think at some point that we should just upload an episode and it's just one person.
we talked about this on the episode where it was
Be
just you and
speaking
me.
into a void for 30 minutes.
I really I think that the first
You hear
time,
my phone.
I think the first time that we plan a podcast episode, I've talked about this idea before, but I'm starting to perfect it. The idea is that when I'm if I'm the only person that's here and somehow miraculously everyone forgot except me, I'm just gonna boot up a show and I'm just gonna be like, all right guys, go to Netflix and queue up this show I just found. Let's start at zero. And we just spend an hour and I just do a commentary on one episode of an hour long show.
It's April 1st. It's a Thursday. Fuck. It would have been good for an April Fool's.
There's always another year.
You didn't even let the audience sync up. You're like, yeah, this episode, this time, go.
Hey, you know
God.
what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna slap us into past the break.
Oh.
We've been in
Leave
the
with the
slap
clap.
dimension. We've been in the slap dimension for so long.
Help, babe! I'm in the slap dimension.
It's only been mere seconds for you mortals. It's been hours, days, even.
All right. Well, you know what else got really big this month for no reason?
Five Nights
Big
at
for a
Freddy's.
while.
Five
That too.
Nights at Freddy's.
Since that
Yeah,
trailer dropped.
Five Nights at Freddy's. FNF.
Mm-hmm.
Friday Night Freddy's.
Yeah. Funkin' at Freddy's.
You're Five Nights at Funkin'.
You're fucking at Freddy's?
Five Nights at Fridays?
Five Nights at Fridays, babies.
TGIF, as I say.
Five guys.
Thank God it's Freddy.
Five guys.
Freddy Guys.
Five
Burgers
guys,
and
funkin' fries.
Freddy Guys Burgers.
Anyway,
and
Friday Night
fries.
fucking rules.
Yeah,
Friday Night Funkin' is so good. I'm the only one who's been playing it, apparently.
Born in a mountain, raised in a cave.
Oh, yeah.
Truckin' and
Truckin' and fucking is all that I crave.
No, funkin' is all that I crave.
Truckin' and funkin' is all that I crave. Then it has to be trunkin' and funkin'.
I also like trunkin' and funkin'. The rhyme ends in ing or in. It's fine.
Yeah, but it doesn't roll off the tongue.
No, but it's. I still, to this day, before we start talking about Friday Night Funkin', I still want to make a character that is just based on born in a mountain, raised in a cave, trucking and fucking.
Truckin'
It's all
and
I
fucking
crave.
is all that
I
I
want to
crave.
do it. I want to do it in like a cyberpunk or future tabletop RPG because he's just pines for the days of motor vehicles.
Yeah.
I've been considering a future punk Watch Dogs-esque setting
That'd
for
be
a
fun.
game.
I want if I were to make one DM one, I would want to make
Yeah.
it I would want to make it in that era that Watch Dogs 2 has, where where cybersecurity is a big thing, but it's still pretty modern day. I don't know about isn't the new one where you can play as anyone it's hit dystopia point where there's automated
Pretty
vehicles
much.
and shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, Friday Night Funkin'.
Friday night, gay, 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 gay. Yeah.
Is that it? Is that it? This is all.
Yeah, that's Southpaw.
Is this all the Friday Night Funkin'
Guys,
conversation was
now
gonna
that
be?
you guys-
Is you guys singing?
I mean,
No, I was giving the audience
what else does
samples
boyfriend say?
for the mod.
What else
Oh,
does boyfriend say?
Oh,
Boop beep skidoop.
He does say boop beep scoot.
It's canon that he just says noises.
Yeah.
Please stop beatboxing.
Please stop beatboxing. This is a serious matter.
My father is dying. It's just a picture of the dad on his dead.
I can't beatbox.
Just say boots and cats at least.
Boots, boots, cats, boots, boots, cats.
No, do that at least. There you
You
go.
know, like Carly.
You got it. That's what you...
This is hell.
mess.
This is
Is
hell.
this all we were going to talk about on Friday Night Funkin'? I can steer us back to tabletop RPGs if you want.
No,
I can
I mean,
pull a
okay, so
Yui.
hold on. So, overall, Friday Night Funkin' is such an interesting game, considering that it was a big hurrah for Flash, right?
Yeah.
It's it runs in Flash. If I remember right, all of the files are Flash files for the character
I
arts and
believe that's
stuff.
why it's so easy to mod as well. It's because people can just easily
and-
do it in Flash.
It's an interesting game in the sense that I cannot imagine another game platform having the legacy of Flash, dying the way Flash did, and then people are like, okay, so let's make a game in Flash because who fucking cares, right?
Yeah.
And then they did it,
They certainly fucking
and then
did.
jumped in on fucking with it and making cool mods for it in Flash. And I don't think anything has happened like that before. And I think it's mostly thanks to Newgrounds that it even matters to most people.
Man, remember when Newgrounds just had, like, they didn't try to hide the not safe for work content on the fucking homepage?
They still pretty much don't.
Like, you have to go to, like, a drop-down menu, and, like, there just used to be a tab at the very top of the homepage, like, with all the categories for, like, games, arts, like, videos, and then
one was just porn.
One just said, like, not safe, like, adult. It was like, I remember there was, like, a Flash animation about how it was that easy, like, that accessible.
Maybe, I honestly think it's even more in your face in modern Newgrounds, because now every category has it.
Yeah, this is true.
Every category has the adults, rating that you can just sort by.
I believe the adult tab button did just take you to Flashes specifically. No,
yeah, like the meat and fuck stuff.
Yeah, not like art.
Yeah.
You had to go to the art portal for that shit.
I'm looking at the featured page right now. It's a lot of Friday Night Funkin'.
Oh, hell yeah.
Good.
Oh my gosh. But like, I don't know, Newgrounds is interesting.
I think after
remember when it made a resurgence?
What made a resurgence? Newgrounds?
Newgrounds?
Yeah.
When Tumblr's porn scene died?
Yeah. Everyone either flocked to like Newgrounds or Twitter, I believe.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Twitter was the more popular of the two.
The big voyages.
I think Newgrounds has a lot of rules on what you can post.
Yeah, Twitter seems to be pretty loose about things.
In the art tabs, it's essentially like you have to post finished pieces. You cannot post like sketch dumps.
Lily was talking about this last night, but there's a new thing, like how recently Twitter has this thing where it can put like warnings on tweets being like, this may have false information, or like, this is something about the COVID virus.
This was gained by hacking.
This is what I was going to talk about. This has been gained by hacking, and people are now making memes of it, and it's like people linking like the HD 60 frames per second like Rickroll video, and be like, this was gathered via hacking.
What's the
Some
article?
Offshore black site has the. What
was the article that thing was linked to?
I have no
fucking
fucking
remember.
idea. Lily brought it up, but I've never seen a real version of it on my timeline.
It happened. I saw somebody's like regular ass tweet get tagged with it, and it's like, what do you mean? This is a picture of like, I think it was a picture of like Shrek in a field.
That's pretty scary.
I saw somebody. Oh yeah, here it is. It's like somebody's like just got Bedrock in survival mode somehow, and they put the article in and tagged it with these materials may have been obtained through hacking.
I don't know what article it's supposed to be for.
Speaking of Flash games, it's
a Gray Zone article.
It's not really a Flash game, but it's made by people who made Flash games. Is the like esoteric memification of Among Us, as in like just pictures of things that vaguely resemble a crewmate in Among Us, and people just say like, don't think it, don't say it, and shit like that. It's so
going
funny.
Fucking crazy. I'm losing my mind.
It's so funny. It reminds me when I played The Witness.
No
like,
fucking way.
When The Witness came out, the next game by the guy who made Braid. All the puzzles in The Witness are line puzzles where you start at a little circle and then you trace just lines. And like after the first week, I played that game for like a straight week. It was the only game I played. I was addicted to it because I love those puzzles, and it was just a million of those with nice scenery. And, like, I would just, like, went to high school, and I would just look around, and I'd see fucking line puzzles with a circle start. And I'm like, am I fucking losing my mind right now?
It's like the Tetris Effect dreams.
Yeah. It was fucking incredible.
It's a thing that really happens.
One of my friends, that I had on Skype, played, like, played like war band, is it called Warband?
Warband?
Yeah, like it's called like, what was the DLCs? It was like Fire something, I don't fucking know. But I think Warband
What are
is
you
the
talking about?
It's an old ass medieval combat game where like you go around on a world map and then you do like armies and fight and you like recruit an army to fight with you and stuff like that. But anyway, my friend on Skype way back in the day talked about how he played that game for like 2 weeks straight, and he said he saw the HUD of the game in his peripheral vision for like a day.
Scary. Oh my god.
He was like, I think that was a time I needed to take a fucking break. I got so little sleep, I was so addicted to that game. And I was like, dude, you gotta slow down.
It was fucked up.
Gotta get some water. Eyes looking like shriveled grapes.
Little raisin eyes.
What was that? What cartoon did that at some point where someone like smelled something nasty or something that made their eyes water and their eyes just shriveled in their fucking...
SpongeBob.
It was
it
probably
a SpongeBob?
SpongeBob.
That
It
sounds...
was the SpongeBob episode with the breath.
Yeah, it was. Just fucking sucked the juice out of the eyeball.
Oh my god.
Like someone drinking a Capri Sun.
Do you really think he's ugly?
Do you want to know what's a good visual image? Just a complete tangent. That fucking shot from Gavin from Achievement Hunter, that other channel, the slow-mo guys that he does with his friend, and they just slow motion things. I never remember. I haven't watched their shit in so long. I don't remember the other guy's name, but like one of their things is they just
Jerry.
filled up Jerry. They just filled up a fucking water
It's
balloon.
not it.
Well, it's
not
Jerry now.
Jerry.
It's Jerry. I took you at face value and you lied to my face, so it's Jerry now. But
I
they
have to
just
explain this again. I'm not a scholar. I am a jester of this court.
not a school. You're not a schooler. But
A
the
schooler.
they just filled up a water balloon and then he got in it up to his neck. And then they just kept filling it until he looked like the elephant's foot at Chernobyl. He just was sitting on a trampoline. And it's a very good image because it's just his head and then an orange fucking flat blob of water.
Has anybody actually edited that image to actually be elephant's foot?
Yes.
Oh my God.
It's black and white, and this is the shot of the elephant's foot taken from like around 8 corners with a bunch of mirrors.
You just got
God.
elephant's foot. Tag your buddies to fill them with radiation and instantly kill them.
Just fucking spit blood. Gooify. Man, the show, like, I like most subscription streaming services you really don't need. Feel free to pirate just about any media you'd want. But damn, the Chernobyl miniseries is good, huh?
Is it?
It's fucking miserable. Like, it'll make you feel horrible.
It's
Because it's
so
just
dark.
because it's really dramatized, obviously, but also like it shows just how like it's not just like showing the violent, horrible radiation deaths and like the cleanup
the slow process.
It shows like the horrible administration at the time that just like was unequipped and unknowledgeable about how fucked this is. From top to bottom, the like administration running it, from like all the way up to like the people running the country to the people running the plant, no one knew what was happening.
There's a lot of oil disasters that happen that way too.
It just shows us like how horrible incompetence can be. It's a shining example of why you should learn things before you do things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the real world should work that way, but I mean, things like that still happen.
That's why
Thanks,
it's a very
Biden.
that show is
Riding
like
with Biden.
if you don't feel like going and just listening to someone talk about it like it's Dark Souls lore on YouTube, that show depicts pretty well how horrible it was. From like the explosion itself to like the months of aftermath. There's two very impactful scenes where it's like soldiers that are just like people rustled up, like, hey, you want to work? We're gonna go out in the fields and shoot every domesticated animal in the head because it's irradiated. So we're just gonna go into small town Russia and just kill every dog. It's gonna be fucking bad. And then like the other scene is like that team of 3 people that's a real thing that happened. It's not like a dramatized, it's a real part of the story. 3 like workers had to go in like proto hazmat suits into like the water to go shut off some valves, or it would melt down a second time and basically kill Europe as a whole. And
let me guess. The water started like was this like reactor core coolant water?
I think the valve they were getting, I think what they were in was leaking water, but I don't think it was from the reactor. I believe they were shutting off the coolant valves for the reactor.
Ask because did the water turn like bright blue as they were in it at any point in the show?
No, they did not do that.
Good. That would have been really bad for them.
By the way, I don't know if we might want to put like a spoiler at the start of this, or like I don't know.
Spoilers for Chernobyl as a whole.
Check this out. Spoilers for Chernobyl ahead. Anyway,
we live.
We didn't die. But the other
that's
thing,
a pretty big spoiler.
like they get like they use it as a cheesy cliffhanger, but it does do the job of like making you feel anxious. Where they're going down into there with just flashlights, and they got the fucking they call it something else, but it's what we use to measure radiation. Still, the funny clicky device that I've lost
the Geiger counter.
The Geiger counter.
Yeah, the Geiger.
It doesn't have that name yet, I don't believe. But
no.
They went in there with those, and it just keeps getting throughout the scene. It's just getting worse and worse until it's like a hissing. But like their lights flicker out, and then the episode ends with just hearing them breathe through their very shitty, basically diving suits, and then that very like horrendous clicking, and then cut to credits, and it cuts back. Light comes back on. They shut the valves off, and they come out. And those people actually lived till they were like 90. They like those people
fucking heroes.
those fucking heroes are like lived for a very long time and actually didn't get super fucked up. And it's like one of the like best parts of that, and it's like episode 2. It's like one of the only positive notes in the story. It's like, good for them. I hope they got paid like in pounds of alcohol and money. They should get free drinks for life.
God. Free drinks for life, huh?
I hope they got tons of pussy.
Yeah, but
They're probably dead now.
Yes, that was it was a very long time ago. I think actually there was a game about that event as well, and a lot of people played it because it was free to play back in October.
Liquid Ears or something like that.
Yeah, it came out and it was like it's just like a walking sim, but it just like environmentally just makes you feel anxious because there's a bunch of claustrophobic pipe work. But at the end, it says that I think it said that 2 of the people might still be alive, but I could be wrong.
Liquidators.
I thought you said. Did you say liquid ears?
Yeah. No. Liquid Deers or something.
Oh, I get it.
It's liquidators.
You put a space in it, so I thought you said like they got.
I was trying to remember the name,
and I thought that was just like a fucked up colloquialism for like your eardrums melting out of your head. Oh my god. Anyway, that's the end of Chernobyl talk. That show's very good.
Yeah.
People should find themselves a copy however they see fit. Wink! Home box office, don't listen. Wink!
Home box office?
I don't refer to HBO. I refer to you in your full proper please.
Full name.
Home box office was my father. Call me HBO.
God. Home box office. I didn't know that's what HBO stood for.
Yeah, it's home box office. Because back in the day, it was how you would watch movies at home.
And
Because
porn.
and porn. But yeah, Blockbuster didn't exist yet. So cable got in on it. And then what's the word for it? I remember my segue out of HBO. It was pirate all you want from Disney Plus. I won't even veil that one. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm glad we don't. I'm glad our podcast isn't important, and no one
Disney
who matters
Oh,
listens to
when
it.
we have a bunch of people watching, I'll still say that. I don't care.
Oh,
I don't want Disney anywhere fucking near us. I don't want them to touch us with a 10-foot fucking pole. So I'll just say all the repulsive shit. So they're like, oh, we'll never fucking contact them. They fucking like, can you imagine if like we got to a point of popularity when they were like, could you advertise?
They
our
want to send checks to
could
us.
could you advertise our little itty bitty streaming service? And it's like, fuck off.
We're making a 5th show about Star Wars.
Would you please, please put our ad spot in the middle of your podcast?
And then I send back a picture of me pissing on it. Like,
on Disney Plus.
photo on Disney Plus.
I'll go get a copy of Epic Mickey 2 for the Wii U. Snap it in half. Hey, you like them?
Disney
fucking
will really be mad about that.
Hey, you like that shit with your 15 frames per second? You fucking clowns.
Was Epic Mickey 2 that bad?
Oh, it fucking
It was
blew.
not good.
Everyone go
Oh my
YouTube
God.
Epic Mickey 2 gameplay. It runs at like 20 frames per second on a good day.
On a
I gotta
good
look
day.
it.
You gonna look now live?
I've never seen
recording?
gameplay of it.
The first one I thought like was a cool idea, and then the second one they just fucked it up supremely. I don't know if they just didn't know how to optimize for a Wii U, or if they thought that the Wii U would be
Oh
more
my
powerful.
fucking god!
It was like
What is happening?
Nothing good.
This is on the PS3.
I believe Epic Mickey 2 regularly shows up on like SGDQ and AGDQ's like bad games segment of their speedruns.
Yeah.
I believe it's a regular guest there.
Oh, it's so unnaturally like vibrant.
It's
not like cartoony vibrant.
They tried to make it like Nightmare Before Christmas, like kind of like
Like
what's
Oogie's
that?
Revenge or something like that.
no. What's that fuck's name that made that movie?
Tim Burton.
Yeah, they tried to do like a Tim Burton stylization thing, but they refused to use any grim elements, so they just made it like feel like it felt like Fantasia, but directed by him. I already forgot his. I already forgot his fucking name. That's
Tim
first one-
Burton.
yeah.
The first one at least looked dark. This is just like this is not pleasant.
No, it's not good. You know what?
I thought Epic Mickey looked stupid from the get-go. I don't know what you guys are going
The first
on about.
one in its time,
played
I
the
was like,
first
"That's
one. It
that's
was
a
fine.
neat idea," and I was like, "Whatever." Like, I don't care. It's for babies. And then I like stopped caring. And the second one came out. I was like, "What? Why another?" And I was,
Why another?
"Why another one?
Yeah, why another?
Did you have a fucking enough?"
Continue to ask that for Kingdom Hearts.
I remember being
Why another?
fascinated when I got the internet. I remember being fascinated learning about like shovelware video games for movie properties I gave a shit about. Like like I went on YouTube once and like was looking at like I don't know. I was in like elementary school, like Nightmare Before Christmas, and then like like YouTube that, and then someone's like puts like Oogie's Revenge, and I'm like, what the fuck? They made a video game?
Oogie's Revenge rules though.
Yeah, that game, like there's two of them. There's two of them.
Yeah,
and I think
the other one,
Oogie's
I think,
Revenge is the
blows.
good one, and then the other one sucks majorly. Is Oogie's Revenge the one where like the boss fights are musicals, like musical
think?
numbers from the they're like musical numbers.
I don't
from
remember.
from the like the instrumental is the songs from the movie, but I believe they made new lyrics for to fit the game's context, which was very weird. But a clever way to do it, I guess. because the more Danny Elfman music you use, the better, because that guy's good.
That's true.
Can you fucking believe that dude's embarrassed about being an Oingo Boingo?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
Oingo Boingo
Be
good.
proud. I remember
Nah.
I remember Danny Elfman's name like that. I forgot Tim Burton's name seconds after hearing it told to me.
Thinking back on it,
I think you need help.
thinking back on it, Oingo Boingo did have some weird fucking songs.
Yeah, and that was good.
There's some weird ones that are not good.
I think
I think there's
anything
one
weird
just-
is fine.
I think there's one that's just titled like Little Girls.
Okay, that's not weird. I wouldn't describe that as weird. I describe that as just bad.
Unnerving?
What's the context? What's the content of the song? What's it about?
It's literally just.
Is it like the
literally
context
just
of
called
someone
Little
like,
Girls.
give me some lyrics?
I would have to look it up on Genius.
Oh, you know what happened in the 2 weeks since we record? Fucking the Eminem freestyle rap coming around.
From just to grab
To
a
grab a boob.
girl.
Plus my penis got an attitude.
You guys suck.
You decided
I'm
to start a
sorry.
YouTube channel with us. You fucker. You're a mistake. You're a mistake. Now we're in like vermin and you can't get rid of us.
Okay. About Little Girls on Genius. Oingo Boingo's cult pop hit found a renaissance in the early to mid 2000s due to its meme status. It is written from the perspective of an influencer who's infatuated with younger women, insinuated to be underage. These young girls make him feel special, thus encouraging his problem.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
That's it.
Thanks, Danny.
Thanks, Danny. Well, was he the writer or just... Well, he was the lead singer, so I assume he was... I don't know if he was a writer. Who wrote the
Written
songs?
by Danny Elfman.
Okay, Danny wrote them too? That makes sense because he went on to go write songs. So... He also did The Simpsons.
He did?
Yeah, he made the
Yes, he
Simpsons
did.
theme.
Oh.
Yeah, he composed the Simpsons theme. I don't remember what else he's
I don't know what
done
he's
that's
doing
like
now.
infamous. He released a song just by himself in quarantine.
Oh. Gotta keep busy.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
God.
How time fucking flies, huh?
Yeah, do you guys have any final words to throw our podcast out to
I
the ether
think-
today?
That we, after the podcast is done, we're going to watch every single episode of The Simpsons from season 1 to season 26 nonstop until the next podcast.
Nope.
Yep.
No.
Strap in.
No, that's
Strap
too
in.
far.
You made a fatal mistake sitting in your chair, Lily. I have attached a secret fucking belt trap like it's a Saw movie. And now you're stuck, and now you gotta watch The Simpsons now. Oops.
Nope.
Oops, all Simpsons.
Can't do it.
Oops, all Simpsons.
Sorry, I'm allergic to The
Oops, all
Simpsons.
Simpsons.
I have an allergy.
Fuck. Duh.
I don't know why that would work.
This is. I forgot I was going to talk about Saw quotes on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone should be following Saw quotes on Twitter, which is just at this point it's just like completely like the whole point of it was supposed to be parody quotes from the movies, the Saw movies. And at first it
Things
started
Jim never say.
yeah, and it would be things like like like
Oh my God! Did you cut that guy's stomach open?
yeah,
You're just supposed
like,
to make him throw up. Oh my God! I gotta call the fucking cops.
yeah, like at first it started as like actual like threats of like the trap they have to solve, but it's a very funny trap. Like I've injected a lethal amount of saline into your balls. and shit like
Yeah.
that, and then
You've
and now
always
it's
cut off
now
toxic
it's
friends.
now it's evolved into him like breaking character and being like, "Do you guys even know how expensive it is to make these trifles?" Which
The
is
guy
a
at
very
Home Depot
funny
is starting to recognize me. He probably thinks it's for sex toys. I really don't want to admit that I publicly.
what do I tell him? I'm just gonna let him keep thinking that. What am I gonna tell him? It's for traps. It's so stupid. But anyway, Lily, I have an EpiPen. You're watching The Simpsons. It's too late. The podcast is ending.
No!
The podcast is ending. You can't defend it. It's too late.
Wait,
I've
I
already
want one
ended the
more final note.
podcast.
It's another Eminem quote.
Oh, okay. I won't end the podcast.
You heard of Chris Christopherson?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, bitch Offerson.
It's
I don't know.
pissed Offerson, but fuck you.
Special thanks to Tyler Rodriguez for supporting us on Patreon at the $20 level. If you wish to join them, you can do so at patreon.com/TheFableFew and support us at $20 or above to have your name read out here.